WIIFTBP.
Broken screen? Crash system? Are you in need of spyware or virus removal from your computer? Well, contact RPC Computer Repair in South Shore and let us help you with all your computer repair services and print needs. Need office or print production services, copies, scans, fax, or even notary service? Then stop by and support RPC Computer Repair and Print Shop located 1741 East 71st Street in the 71st Street corridor, newly revitalized South Shore areas, and let RPC be your one-stop shop, where we believe RPC is your PC. RPC Computer Repair is also a UPS access point where you can drop off and pick up your important packages. So let RPC be of service to you. Call RPC Computer Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. through 6 p.m. at 773-966-4457. That's 773-966-4457. Visit RPC at rpccomputeringinc.com for more information.
Peace, everybody out there. What's going on? This is Eugene McIntosh, one half of the illest independent sports media outlet in the whole entire land, the Bigs. Check me and my player partner, Terrence Tomlin, a.k.a. T-Time the Great, out every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 1 to 3 p.m. on What's In It for the Black People Media Network.
There's gotta be some changes made. Oh, right now in your life.
I don't know what the fuck be making niggas think they can fuck with me. Stay with a small circle to ensure I stay sucker free. Peace to the niggas rockin' those that truly got love for me. To the women that be lustin' me, they dreamin' of fucking me. Lick your fingertips and rub your clit to this and let my voice bring you the climax. My raps is more real than any 3D or IMAX. Listen and digest this fly shit like Venus flytraps. Side-eye niggas that speak on my city, you Chirac. Niggas love glorifying stupid shit, the useless shit in front of cameras, goofy capping, act as if you used to shit. With Max producing shit, how could I fall short? I hit the booth and get the kicking shit of all sorts. Listen, I'm just a product of the inner city. I remember plenty nights, there wasn't any lights and with no dinner in me. I was in tune with the harsh realities of life at an early age. Was used to struggle at an early stage. That made me appreciate the small shit. So now I kick that off the wall shit that leave these rapping niggas all sick. They say jealousy and envy get you nowhere, so I'd rather not go there. These niggas panic when I touch mics, I'm Rudy Gobert. I ain't the type to talk jazzy while hiding behind a screen naming Abby. You pushing buttons or trying to get at me, huh? I'm John Wick with the shit, I'm killing everything. While bitches sleeping on me, I'm setting fire to bed frames. Replacing alarm clocks with time bombs to bomb spots. This onslaught's for certain, these other niggas is long shots. Dousing your mattress in gasoline, it's asinine to try to find a rapper that rap is mean. I haven't seen a rap nigga that worry me yet. So far ahead of my time, I got fans that ain't heard of me yet. I'm not the nigga you should step to disrespectful. If I address you, won't be no rescue. They gon' have to dress you in a black suit and some dress shoes. Unless you suicidal or glutton for punishment, I'll never choose to rival the motherfuckers I'm running with.
D-Brooks exclusive. Hey, I'm crying real tears. I'm crying real tears. I'm crying real tears for Chicago. I pray we don't get lost in all our sorrow. I say I'm crying real tears. I'm crying real tears. I'm crying real tears for Chicago. We don't know if we gon' let it see tomorrow. No. 52 wounded, 10 murdered in a weekend. Homicides on women are increasing. 12 blinking at us for no reason. Feel like we going off the deep end. They still ain't found Kierico. Reported missing about a year ago. And she was pregnant with a little one. Her family praying for a miracle. Taxi being Kanika ain't get no justice. Where the energy they have is just Smollett. I done heard every theory, but where the suspects? Ain't no luck, yeah. I'm crying real tears. I'm crying real tears. I'm crying real tears for Chicago. I pray we don't get lost in all our sorrow. I say I'm crying real tears. I'm crying real tears. I'm crying real tears for Chicago. No. Woman found dead, baby cut out of a womb. I wish it wasn't true. Another woman shot down while her baby in her arms. Can somebody call a truce? This is genocide, honestly. We still remember Tyshawn Lee. I'm implementing new policies, trying to save the generation under me. We gotta drop the sticks and put the poles up. Your mind is a weapon, you need to load up. I couldn't imagine losing one of my daughters.
Shoot, I wanna glow up. I'm crying real tears. I'm crying real tears. I'm crying real tears for Chicago. I pray we don't get lost in all our sorrow. I say I'm crying real tears. I'm crying real tears. I'm crying real tears for Chicago. We don't know if we gon' live to see tomorrow. No.
Mellow finesse, calm and collected. You know what I'm talking about? Bitch nigga disrespect, bitch nigga disrespect. Finesse crew, finesse clan. Not here. All you hang hoes drop dead. Add up, add mo. Count money, smoke dope. Count money, smoke dope. That's what I do the most. Add up, add mo. That's what I do the most. Styling on you, ho. That's what I do the most. Remember I was broke. Not no more. Count money, smoke dope. That's what I do the most. Add up, add mo. That's what I do the most. Styling on you, ho. That's what I do the most. Remember I was broke, but I ain't no more. My mother and my bro. They who I do it for. Remember sharing clothes, sleeping on the floor. Wake me up, Sunday Bible school, but I ain't wanna go. Time I wasted, cause I was confused, but I ain't no more. In the basement, washing out my clothes. My fingers cold, fucking on different races of hoes. They don't wanna go, trading places, Usher Raymond them hoes. Fuck them on the floor, get your paper, that's all I was told. Since I was a shorty, riding around, trying to sell my weed. That's so important, laying down, took a sip of that lean, and now I'm snorting. Watch your mouth before your lips land by your Jordans. That was ones all the time, cause I couldn't afford them. I be high like a plane, like where we going. Can't switch sides in my lane. I know where I'm going. Times change, came a long way from saving quarters. All desire surrounding me. I should live in the forest. Count money, smoke dope. That's all I do the most. Add up, add mo. That's what I do the most. Styling on you, ho. That's what I do the most. Remember I was broke, but I ain't no more. Count money, smoke dope. That's what I do the most. Add up, add mo. That's what I do the most. Styling on you, ho. That's what I do the most. Remember I was
Traffic Jam fan, you know it. I'm from the middle of the map. I get around, I've been there and back. Born in Gary, Indian, just to be exact. Got family in the go and family in the nap. Same shit everywhere, saw it in the A out on old Nat. Sucker free suckers can't take the heat, nah they gon' rap. Big dumb cats, big guns clap. Another brother dead, another mother son lack. I'm from the era where the niggas did scrap. Seen the same person shot with two different straps. You don't want this, now you don't want that. Tired of fuck shit, wanna take a nap. I'm a dog on these chicks, just a different cat. Must make at least an M to make an impact. Made just paint the Benz matte black. Fresh head to toe, never wore socks that didn't match. Cause I'm from the middle of the map. Yeah, I'm from the middle of the map. I'm from the middle of the map. Nigga, I get around, I've been there and back. Yeah, I'm from the middle of the map. I'm from the middle of the map. Yeah, I'm from the middle of the map. I get around, I've been there and back. Check, I'm from the middle of the map. I get around, I've been there and back. Born in Gary, Indy, just to be exact. Got family in the go and family in the nap. Talking money, shit hit my jack. If it don't make sense, shit, I can sense that. Blowing big loud, never the mid-pack. See you talk, that's just big cap. Nigga, I walk the walk with graduation hats. Fuck your opinion, nigga, in fact. You fuck my bitch, shit, I tip my hat. Now she dead to me, can't bring her back. Play the game, play the field, never been set. Bulls game flow seats just like my Benz mats. Blunt to my lips, gun on my hip, her project pack. Act not my cup of tea, rather sip some yak, cause I'm from the middle of the map. Yeah, I'm from the middle of the map. I'm from the middle of the map. Look, I get around, I've been there and back. Yeah, I'm from the middle of the map. I'm from the middle of the map. Yeah, I'm from the middle of the map. Look, I get around, I've been there and back. I'm from the middle of the map. We ride big Chevys, big Cadillacs. I'm from the middle of the map. I'm from the middle of the map. We shaking up, don't give too much that. Nah, I'm from the middle of the map. Granny's moved up top, cook so food and got us fat. Yeah, I'm from the middle of the map. I'm from the middle of the map.
Crescent moon, drops of cruising, old school music, old school juicy. Gotta make my way to you. Pull up on that ass like, ooh, I wanna take you to New York, Chicago, LA, Houston, down all over London, Paris, the A to B, everywhere. I'll take you downtown, girl. Show you all the finer things in life. I wanna take you down.
WIIFTBP.
Listening to the Bigs with Eugene, McIntosh, and Terrence Tomlin.
He's bare-chested,
Right here on What's in It for the Black People Media.
WIIFTBPM.
Live from What's in It for the Black Media Studio. You're listening to The Bigs with Eugene McIntosh and Terrence Tomlin.
Let's begin now.
They calling us the bigs, it's the bigs, it's the bigs, but not because our size. It's the bigs, it's the bigs. They calling us the bigs, it's the bigs, it's the bigs, but not because our size. It's the bigs, it's the bigs. They calling us the bigs, it's the bigs, it's the bigs, but not because our size. It's the bigs, it's the bigs. They calling us the bigs, it's the bigs, it's the bigs, but not because our size.
And just like that, it is officially time to rock with the Bigs, the illest independent sports media outlet in the land. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. Shout out to our What's in It for the Black People Media family. Y'all know what it is. I'm your man T-Time coming to you with my brother Gino every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. What's good, bro?
What's the Benoski, brother?
It is all good, bro. I'm enjoying this beautiful Wednesday. Y'all know how it is.
Let me fix you up a little bit.
You gonna get me right someday. So we gotta get it right. Just a few days from the weekend.
I guess I'll let DJ come do it.
The man. I'm just going to call him the man from now on, Joe. But on that note, Gino, I'm feeling good, man. The finals kicked off last night. The White Sox got back in the win column. I know you said that we got to talk about the Cubs a little bit, but rightfully so. But the White Sox made some moves we got to talk about. They may be gearing up to do something special at the trade deadline, but we'll talk about it. Other than that, Gino, talk to me, bro.
Man, feeling good as well, man. It's been consecutive scorchers out there.
It has been, bro. Like yesterday, it's hot as hell.
Yesterday it was an absolute scorcher. The past couple days it was in the 90s. Today I think the high is supposed to be 86, but beautiful baseball weather for evening games, so I couldn't complain about that.
Anytime you can get that 80 degrees after the sun goes down, like, you're fortunate.
Anytime you don't have to pull out the hoodie at Wrigley Field, it's always a beautiful thing.
I saw a post yesterday on Facebook. They said, God, whatever you're baking outside, it's done. So, it definitely felt like that. Was able to get out in the yard and do some things yesterday, so that was cool.
Shout out. The Sadiq Act, man, you planting vegetables or something?
No, man, the yard had not been touched all summer, so it was looking like a lot.
You like that only house on the block where the rest of the block looking flame, and it's this one crib, and you like, man, come on, Joe.
Because honestly, bro, we me and my cuz, the Rook, we don't really care about the grass. You know what I mean? We're both pretty busy people, and basically it fell into a situation where we're going to address it when we address it, and that day ended up being yesterday, and the yard looks about 200% better, bro. Like if you pulled up,
y'all
on the crib,
tackled it together.
Know. Actually, Rook got up. I didn't know
the Rook is actually putting in some work in the yard.
I got to tell you, G. Rook got up and tackled it. I grew up in a house where if you saw somebody doing that, you got up and just see what you can do. So that's exactly what I did. I got up. Got up the piles he made, did a little sweeping around the crib just to kind of give it the lining. You feel me? It's like, the yard is really like a haircut, and you got the cutting of the grass, and then you got to trim it, then you got to do the sweeping, which is like the lining. So things are looking good. I feel like our neighbors are cool. I actually got a white neighbor, bro.
Right, I was about to say.
And he will like cut the section of our grass that's closest to his crib, which is cool. Like, you know what I mean? So, but no, it was a great day to do it. Actually, it felt good outside. It felt good to lather up a sweat and just, get out there and use my hands. So shout out to the Rook. It was much needed, bro. I don't know if you're listening, but yeah, me and my girl, we offered him dinner after that. You know what I mean? So we was like, yeah, we appreciate you, bro.
Okay, Rook out there putting in work. I see y'all, man. Under the home improvement.
And
don't be that crib on the block. And you said it's the backyard, so when you ride down the block, you can't.
Yeah,
is it the backyard or is it the side yard?
No, it's the whole. We were the house on the block. Like if you pulled up on it, you were like, "Is somebody living here?"
Come on, brother.
Man, look, I heard Two say something on their last installment where he was like, yeah, I'm raising kids, not grass. And we don't have any kids in the crib.
Yeah, that's his grandma told him to get off the grass.
Yeah.
His grandpa said, no, we raising kids, not grass.
Yeah, and I was like, well, I'm going to adopt that mindset. But no, it actually looks great right now. So, that was beautiful. And you know what we did yesterday, Gino? Took Snoops to the vet, which was a task. It was overdue. And Snoops doesn't really like car rides, so...
Yeah, you gotta kind of.
She still isn't all the way used to it. It's just she gets so nervous because she's like, "Are we going to that place where you got me from?"
They know.
And and of course she was feeling nervous, so I wasn't really messing with it. I'm like, "Y'all gonna put her in a cage? Y'all gonna put her in a kennel? We don't really do that."
What does she need? Shots? Or
she needed shots, and we got her nails clipped and groomed a little bit.
Where y'all go?
We went to Pet Smart over there on 95th, right next to the Mariano's over there, right over the train tracks.
How much they charge y'all?
It wasn't, the doctor's fee was waived.
Okay.
So it was only about $50 with everything. So she got back to the crib and it was like a sigh of relief. I always think of you because I feel like you're who I base like my actions when it comes to my dog off of. I'm like, how would Gene handle this? But Snoops got back to the crib and was looking at me like, thank God you didn't give me away.
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, that wasn't going down, Snoops. You always going to end up back here. It's all good.
She remembers, Joe. I'm pretty sure when she pulled up to PetSmart, she was like,
yeah, oh, gee. She's like, are we just doing some maintenance? I'm like, yeah, you're going to be good.
Other dogs in there?
Other dogs in there. And it was one of the first times we've gotten super close to other dogs. And Snoops is a sweetheart. You know what I mean? She
might look like a killer, but
exactly, and she does. You should have seen the people
Yeah. Pitbull out of the way.
The people real quick move. I'm like, she's good. Snoop's looking at them like, oh, they scared of me. But yeah, Gino, it was a full day on my side.
Okay, well, glad.
That's before we got to the White Sox and Cubs and NBA Finals, so I was ready to chill.
Yeah, you had a good day. Me, what did I do? I went to the gym hoop. Went 6 in a row, waiting on DJ to pull back up.
You see how he just casually
You see how he ain't paying no attention,
6 in a row.
Waiting on DJ to pull back up after the 6 in a row yesterday.
What's good, that fella? How y'all doing today?
You hear him, DJ? He talking about how he went 6-0 yesterday.
Waiting on DJ to pull back up to the gym.
Nah, man, they ain't waiting on me. Listen, man, after I left, I'm telling you, after I left, you know how all the guys look at you when you leave? They was looking at me like, all right. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
I took that in like.
Let me tell you, ain't nothing like a little redemption. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing like a little get back.
For sure. You know, I'm still practicing my layups though. I'm still practicing my ball.
No more Ben Simmons,
no
Joe.
B-E-E-N.
Yeah, no more of that, man.
I got you, man.
But yeah, that was all I did. Went to the gym, came to the crib, handled some biz at the crib. Where did I go? Did I go shopping? Oh, no, I went grocery shopping for my grandmother before I went to the gym. So, that's always cool to go shopping to hold grandmother down. Went to Jewel on 87th and the Dan Ryan.
Okay.
They done remodeled.
Oh, nice.
Oh, it's crazy
Nice.
over there now. They got brand new carts. They got a brand new entrance. But
And it's crazy because that grocery store has looked the same
since
my whole
the
life.
80s.
Yeah, bro. Just walk in. Is the aisles right in front of you? Yeah.
Bro, the one thing I hate is when they change the grocery stores around. So I'm so used to knowing where everything is.
It's like a scavenger hunt.
Bro,
Yeah.
they remodeled and changed everything. They got all the aisles in different spots, and it was a task. But luckily, I go at a time when there's not too many people in there, so I can kind of just chill and do my thing.
You're a master at that, bro. Like, you're a master at that. Ja was mad at me the other day because she was like, why'd you choose today to come to the grocery store?
At what time?
It was like
Prime.
3 people, you know what I mean?
Yeah, a lot of people are off work.
Getting off, and it was the Friday before the
Oh,
holiday.
Friday.
So,
Oh, yeah. Oh,
yeah,
no.
yeah.
Oh, no.
it was a jumping day in the grocery store. Gino, I can't leave this out. You know what I got a chance to try yesterday? I tried the vegan shrimp po' boy.
Where'd you get
from
it?
Nicky's.
On 103rd and Western?
Yeah, And I was worried. Gino, let me tell you right now, bro. It was one of the best po' boys I ever had in my life, bro.
Why were you worried? Just because of the
it wasn't
sound?
actually shrimp.
Vegan shrimp?
Yeah, it kind of makes you pause for a second. But, bro, I killed it and was thinking about it like, gee, I couldn't tell if it was regular shrimp or not.
Right.
It was, the toppings, the lettuce, tomato, and the bread was fresh. And Gino, I got to tell you, one of the reasons why I decided to go ahead and jump into the vegan life was because I would wake up in the middle of the night and spend like 40 minutes in the bathroom.
Oh, wow.
Like I haven't done that since I switched, bro. Like, slept completely through the night every night.
And that's the thing. You notice and shout out to Sadiq, because Sadiq, so last time we were here, I was telling you I was on my way to the crib because Sadiq was, we were getting, I think it was week 3, starting on week 3, so we started the home cooking.
Yeah,
so
man.
He came through the crib, and, we chopped it up, and he cooked up a few, vegan meals. Hey, when I tell you that everything he made was A1,
yes, sir.
top of the line, fire. I mean, top of the line, fire.
Yes, sir. I'm geek now for when I get to that point.
He made so we used the Just Egg.
Yeah.
The egg,
I
plant-based
picked up some of
egg.
that. Yep.
Fire.
That's fire. Yep.
We made an egg croissant. We made a vegan croissant. So we got the vegan croissants from Whole Foods. Come on, what's the difference? No difference.
Yep.
So he made we made it with microgreens, spinach, egg. We used the what's the butter? Earth is it Earth?
Earth is it Earth Gang?
Yeah.
Earth Balance.
Earth Balance.
Shout out to the group Earth Gang.
Yeah, I know, right? But yeah, fire breakfast sandwich. Then we made the Gardein chicken sandwich.
Oh yeah,
bro.
Oh yeah,
bro. Fire.
I know the Gardein is fire.
Oh my God,
yeah.
absolute stupendous, fire with a
Yes,
little
sir.
jerk.
Oh, nah.
Sadiq, he jerked, the jerk, it was all about the flavor, because I think that's what a lot of us, if you're not a, top of the line cook, or you just not wicked at cooking, then you miss the small parts of cooking that lend to the best experience you can have to get all of the flavor from the food.
Mm-hmm.
So Sadiq kind of broke it down and, went step by step and showed how he prepares it. And man, when I tell you this chicken sandwich was fire, I said, hey, bro.
I need that. We need to cut fire. I need that one.
Then the man made, he called it a power bowl.
Okay.
And basically we Sepia put on a pot of brown rice. We got a rice cooker, so we put the brown rice, the basmati brown rice, put it in the rice cooker. And, he just prepared like some veggies, sauteed them, seasoned them, and then we had a choice. So he was like, you want a Mexican flavor, you want a jerk flavor, or do you want I forgot what the other, he had 3 different like flavorings. Oh, jerk, Mexican, and whatever else the other one. So we like, let's do Mexican. So did the Mexican. I actually had an Impossible Burger. So I told you I made the Impossible Burgers on the 4th. So I had an Impossible Burger that I was going to eat that night. But he was like, you know what? Let's turn this into some tacos. So we made it. So we made the bowl. So it was basically rice and veggies seasoned. And then he chopped the Impossible Burger up.
Okay.
And made it like a taco.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Bro.
And you see, I feel like the fact that we have Sadiq is like a tour guide.
Sadiq is, hey, man, I'm giving Sadiq his promo and his flowers right now.
Yes, sir.
And Sadiq said, man, and this is the I'm pretty sure most people, when they hear vegan, it's got that mystique to it. It's like, it tastes like air.
Yeah.
It's bland.
So you eating just lettuce. Yeah.
Man, when I tell you that might have been 3 of the most fire dishes that I've ever had in my life.
Oh, wow, bro.
Oh, man, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Absolute fire. But back to what you were saying about, you notice the small things.
Man, you do immediately, bro. And it makes you wonder, it's like, if I'm seeing this immediate response to what I'm deciding to put in my body, like imagine what I was doing a couple weeks ago. You know what I mean? It's like, damn, bro, years ago. You know what I mean? So yeah, I feel like with each day that passes by, even though it's early on, I get a little bit more comfortable on the path. It's like, okay, especially honestly, Gino, last time we did the show on Monday, when you said that you were 3 weeks in, I mean, that was, of course, that's my, okay, let me get to 3 weeks. Gene will be at 6 weeks. Yeah, so I'm in a good position. I got, good people I'm following the footsteps of. Shout out to Sadiq, who Gino, you should see my fridge is filled. I don't know when the next time I'm going to the grocery store. So, yeah, Sadiq, soon. Yeah, I'm going to need them cooking classes. So.
It was Mexican. Shout out to Sadiq. He's in the comments. It was Mexican, jerk, and buffalo.
Oh, yeah. He told me that he digs the buffalo flavor.
And I'm not a huge buffalo ranch guy.
Uh-huh.
I would have tried it, but, Sepia loves Mexican, and, all niggas love jerk.
As soon as you said Mexican, I'm like, oh, yeah, I would have went with that one.
Yeah, it was. Then he had, like, some taco sauce, some vegan taco sauce. Fam, shout out to Sadiq. That's all I got to say. So, yesterday... So then he made me some tacos, because I'm like, man, I'm on my way to Wrigley, and man, ain't no telling what type of swine or beef that they, I can't eat nothing that's in there now.
And it's back, on the south side, it's back. They back in the press box, bro. And our girl is back.
Okay.
Serving them up. We had a good laugh about it. She said she kept all the polishes and hot dogs at her crib over the pandemic. Don't worry. I'm like,
yeah, and keep them.
I was like, yeah, I feel you probably did, but yeah, Gino.
Yeah, so he was like, well, man, let me make you a couple tacos. So we had some corn tortillas in the fridge, and he hooked up some tacos. So I took those to Wrigley that night. Flamed them boys right on up. Had a little pineapple salsa, some red peppers, some green peppers.
Oh, yeah.
The
Oh, yeah.
impossible meat.
Oh yeah.
Some onions. I'm talking about laced us up, man. So
Say it, give it to us one more time.
bro, fire.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to Sadiq, man. So yesterday, Sepia made a vegan pizza.
Sepia is all the way in.
That's the thing. Like we said, when you got
your partner with
you
man,
on the
camaraderie.
grind, yeah, man,
Yes.
it makes it that much more sweet. So
It does, bro.
she
It
hooked
does.
up the pizza. Hey, fire.
I had a vegan pizza that was fire. You know what I mean?
From where?
It was a frozen one. It was Andy's vegan margarita pizza.
I think I had where'd you get it from?
I got it from Whole Foods.
I got the same one.
It was flame.
Fire.
And of course, I'm like, I can throw all kind of stuff. You know what I mean? I can throw the vegetables on top of it, but just the cheese, margarita style, it was busting. I looked at Ja because she said something yesterday, Gino, and it was exactly what you just said. She looked at me and said, "What we gonna eat tonight? I'm only eating plant-based." I looked at her like, "You right. Let's do it."
Same thing. She's like, "Man, you didn't ask me what we was eating," so she came in with these groceries. So she had the pizza crust and did the whole little spread.
Yes, sir. The whole homemade rundown.
Not marinara. What's the
tomato
sauce?
Uh-huh.
And then the veggies.
Yeah, man.
And then so she got mozzarella cheese and some other cheese. And you be worried because I got some cheese. The first cheese I got was absolutely horrible. So now it's like, well, man, what cheese? So she picked up two mozzarella and I forgot the other one, but we used the mozzarella, bro.
Uh-huh.
Fire.
I'm gonna need the brand for that one because the vegan cheese. I had a good laugh. We had some vegan Philly cheesesteak egg rolls with the the impossible meat, vegan cheese, and like a sweet chili sauce. And Johnette did not like the cheese, bruh. Like, and I messed with it, but the faces she made chewing the cheese, bruh. Like I've randomly laughed at over the last 3 days.
Cheese?
I don't remember. I think it was some form of mozzarella cheese too.
It's that whatever. I wish
It's
you
a
could
little
tell
too
me the
gooey.
brand.
Yeah, it was. I gotta check, but it was a little too gooey for her.
Okay.
And like Gino, I've been laughing for the last 3 days. I'm like, it's like I felt like telling her you can go ahead and get back to your regular stuff because the faces she made, I'm like, ooh, like is this fear factor? Like is somebody like bet you to do that? But yeah, so, but Gino, I've loved it. Like I said, I've always been open to new flavors and and new things on my plate. And I know that I'm not one of those people that's gonna miss the 6 wings.
And that's the thing. That's the thing. It's like, and I was always going back to the Game Changers documentary, and when homie was like, how can I be a man of the animal when I come home and I eat the animal?
Real, bruh.
And it's like, damn. But even like when I would be eating a chicken wing, even when I was 6 winged out.
Yes, man.
When I break the wing and I look at it and it's
breaking
slimy
bones.
And
yeah, man.
And it's got a vein in it and it's we
Gino.
eating it like
eating insides of another animal.
Bro,
you know what I mean?
When I tell you growing up, my great grandmother, bro, ate. It wasn't nothing left on that bone. I'm talking about fat.
Oh yeah.
Gristle.
The super
vein.
old school way. Yeah.
You better not leave nothing on that plate.
All of that can be eaten and ingested. Yes.
So I'm saying, even when I was 6 winged out, I would be looking at this like, bro, this can't be our purpose.
Facts.
And again, I'm not about to turn into that guy.
We not knocking the meat eaters because do your thing.
Yeah, I'm definitely not knocking the
whatever
meat
makes
eaters.
you happy.
Yeah, whatever floats your boat. But like Sadiq said, he's like, man, I'm not trying to change you. I'm just letting you know that there's an option. And I appreciate that because it's up to you to make the change. So again, I'm not going around telling the homies like, man, Joe, y'all eating. The swine jokes were always funny because,
come on, yeah,
85ers and just growing up, under the hip hop act and the Muslims, none of that. But as far as the this vegan lifestyle, I'm definitely not here to change people and force them to do what they don't want to do. But I am gonna let the guys know that you know, your perception of veganism is totally skewed because of the food industry.
It's not real.
You know, and we talk, I mean, the word industry alone tells you exactly.
And what keeps the wheels moving in this particular industry, and then how it affects other industries like the health industry. It's intertwined.
Wouldn't be any.
Yeah, it's tangled up. So I feel like it's a form of fighting back, bro. You know what I mean? And I'm always down, you know what I mean, to fight back against the lies we were told, bro.
All day.
And unprogram myself, unplug myself from the matrix. So I'm always down for that.
Glad you noticed, you know, some of the smallest things.
That's what I'm paying attention to. You know what I mean? Like, that's the most important thing for me, G. Just how I feel on the daily is why I'm on this, bro. It's like, you know what? I could do something about this. And then in the meantime, I got my bike, Gino.
Okay.
You know what I mean? We're full-fledged in it.
You in
know
it.
what I mean? Yeah,
okay.
bro.
Okay. Man, I need to put some air on. I need to just get my bike. I need to get a tune-up.
Yo, why do bikes need maintenance like whips, bruh? Why?
Bro.
Like I was looking at my chain and all that. I'm like, gee, I
gotta
gotta
keep your chain oiled up.
I probably want another seat on the bike. I'm like, yeah. So I'm probably gonna do some painting. Like, I'm probably gonna flip the colors on it. Yeah, I'm gonna do a few things to it.
Well, man, look. Let's take a break. DJ, go ahead, take us to break, man. When we come back on the other side, man, it's time to get into some sports talk with the brothers, man. I need to have a conversation with T and the family members, all of Cubs Nation. We're going to talk White Sox. We're going to talk Cubs. We're going to talk NBA playoffs. But when we come back, we talking Cubs, man, because I had a special edition of Diamond Talk Live last night. You know, we usually talk about the game, what went on in the game. In the wins, we do the 3 keys to victory. In losses, we do the good, the bad, the ugly. But I scrapped all that last night.
Yeah, you just needed to talk.
Yeah, I just needed to talk. Cubs Nation was
talk to him.
Yeah, they were in my inbox, you know, all during the chat, the live game
and
chat.
I know you tried to stay. You know what I mean, I know you tried to ignore him, but sometimes you got to talk to him.
No, I appreciated them reaching out.
The state of, yeah, I mean,
people, they were worried, and people just wanted, you know, since we're on the inside, they always look to us for some, you know, I guess, VIP insight.
Oh, yeah, they want to see closer.
So I kind of just left it on the table. I told them if we were going to really get into a deeper dive, but I just put a couple things on the table last night about where the Cubs were headed, you know, after this 11-game losing streak. So I want to talk to you and the rest of the family members about where Cubs Nation is headed. So, DJ, take us to break, man. You're on the soil with the bigs.
WIIFTBP.
WIIFTBP. Media's just for you and me. WIIFTBP. Media's just for you and me.
Shop at Black-owned and operated Solo Beauty, where you are appreciated and respected. Located at 8158 South Cottage Grove, Solo Beauty can supply all of your black hair care needs. Solo Beauty is open from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., Tuesday through Saturday.
We all remember our life before COVID-19. The parades, the lakefront barbecues, taste of Chicago, the happy hours, and most importantly, loving those unforgettable moments with our friends and families. Getting Chicago vaccinated is what will make the activities we miss safe for everyone. So let's get back to it, Chicago. Let's come together to end this pandemic. Find your vaccine at chi.gov/COVIDvax.
Ascension.
Coming from where I'm from. Every season's hot where I'm from. Seems like everybody got a op where I'm from. Niggas barely make it to the top where I'm from. Coming from where I'm from. Still fooling. We done lost a lot where I'm from. Still watching from. Cause everybody trying to make it out where I'm from.
Look, where I'm from, you gotta decide your own outcome. When niggas keep the peace like King and still move like Malcolm. Get it by any means as long as income is the outcome. Hit that stop button when they mouth run. Damn, straight bullets through the skies that powder babies just like talcum. Heartbroken mothers pray to God and ask them how come. You kill one of mine, you gon' get outdone. Say yourself cause Batman ain't gon' save you here in Gotham. Where everybody grew up with a hoop dream. That ain't work, so now that brother out here trying to move peas. Shoebox stash and try and stack it up for that new V. Scat packs, Hellcats, SIT, that new Jeep. Ballin' like a school team. I get gone off one of them cones, stay in my zone, no 2-3. R.I.P. to all my dogs, this Hennessy hit concrete. Free my boys behind them walls until they see us all free. Till our day come, we gon' keep on ballin'. Chillin'.
Coming from where I'm from. Every season's hot where I'm from. Seems like everybody got a op where I'm from. Niggas barely make it to the top where I'm from. Coming from where I'm from. We done lost a lot where I'm from. Watching for them niggas trying to plot where I'm from. Cause everybody trying to make it out where I'm from. I'm from the city of Fo now. Folks in Mo now. Blocks they strolling while the cops patrolling. Or they in the trap trying to whip that baking soda. Kids gotta eat, gotta make payola. Try to survive in the windy city of Shy. Where even if you got a job, you finesse on the side. Cause they steady raising taxes and the rent's getting high. It's getting hard to get by, you feel that pressure apply. Got some weight on your shoulders and some stress in your chest. Eyes bloodshot red cause you ain't getting no rest. I feel your pain, but you can climb out them depths. I know it's hard stacking bread, paying off them debts. But stay focused and maintain and keep going. And watch the ones that you keep the closest. Never leave your circle open, cause a lot of niggas out here serpents. Snakes in the grass lurking for certain. Where I'm from. Every season's hot where I'm from. Seems like everybody got a op where I'm from. Niggas barely make it to the top where I'm from. Coming from where I'm from. We done lost a lot where I'm from. Watching for them niggas trying to plot where I'm from. Cause everybody trying to make it out where I'm from.
What's good? You back down on the soil rocking with the bigs on What's in It for the Black People Media.
WIIFTBP.
Live from What's in It for the Black Media Studio, you're listening to The Bigs with Eugene McIntosh and Terrence Tomlin.
Let's begin now.
They calling us the bigs, it's the bigs, it's the bigs, but not because our size. It's the bigs, it's the bigs. They calling us the bigs, it's the bigs, it's the bigs, but not because our size. It's the bigs, it's the bigs. They calling us the bigs, it's the bigs, it's the bigs, but not because our size. It's the bigs, it's the bigs. They calling us the bigs, it's the bigs, it's the bigs, but not because our size.
Brother.
We are back. Live from the West End for the Black People Media Studios. You are rocking with the bigs on the soil. What you got for the people, Gino? You loading up a little something?
Man, I'm trying to make sure I got it right, man. Make sure I
Shout out to everybody in the comments that's tuned in with us on this beautiful Wednesday. Whether you're on your lunch break, you chilling, you find a way to dip off from the work spot to tune in to the brothers. We appreciate any way that you can tune in to the brothers, man. Go ahead and share the video. Tell a friend about it. Just help us get more people involved in this conversation, man. You know we want to do our thing. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend that you rock with the bigs every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. 11 to 1 p.m. on the soil. Looking forward to this Cubs conversation, Gino. I feel like the roller coaster that the Cubs have been on so far this season is like the Raging Bull, bro. They got the long, slow climb, and I feel like now we're on the big straight down drop. And I'm wondering when the hell Yeah, I mean, they're going to get to the next phase of this, and if the next phase is more losing, you know what I mean? Gino, I've been kind of, I can't front, I've been kind of disappointed. Not in the team, but the fan base, bruh. I've seen people try to start the lovable losers angle again. And, like, I know these guys are losing, but, man, I love these guys kind of thing. And it's like, look, that is why I went back and forth year after year. You know what I mean? It's like, gee, what is a lovable loser?
A term that
whatever's going on with the Cubs. I hope the fan base doesn't go back into that mode. If they're losing, like, hold them accountable. Like, come at their heads. That's cool. It's fair. You know what I mean? So, but Gino, what's up?
Well, I'm trying to. I don't know what's going on over here, man. I can't seem to get the. I don't know if it's my computer or if it's the system itself. But I was trying to bring up the Jake. I don't know. It's all good. It's my computer or if it's the system itself. Let's turn that down. But I was trying to. I don't know, DJ. I don't know if it's the. Because it's saying it's ready. It's saying the switcher is ready. But when I try to pull it up on the system, I don't see my, what else is it? It's the switcher, and, I mean, I'm connected to the road.
Connected to the road, but if you want to put on the switcher, you got to put it actually on the switcher. It's not on the switcher, is it?
Nope.
Oh, yeah, so it won't play. So you can only play, like, the sound on your switcher. I mean, on your computer.
All right, let me see. We'll do it this way, man. Y'all bear with me because I want you guys to hear this this audio because I feel like this is where I left off yesterday with Diamond Talk is where I wanted to pick it up today. And you know, people talk about the changes and like I said, T, what's next for the Cubs? I feel like this is the start of change. You know, change is good. Change is inevitable.
It is.
And for the path that this team is on, and again, I always say if you want to take a really deep dive into the conversation, then, you know, this all starts up top with ownership and management. So let me see.
Uh-oh.
Is that is that me? I don't know.
Ain't no telling what the conversation was about.
All right, so I'm gonna play this audio post game when we talked to Jake Arrieta about what was next for him. Because last night the Cubs lost 15-10 to Philadelphia Phillies. That marked their 11th consecutive loss. The Cubs' record for consecutive losses is 14. I think it was 1997. So that's only 3 games away. And the way this team is playing now, especially last night, you know, offense is one thing, but defensively they made 3 errors. They looked like they gave up. You know, the game was over in the first inning. 10 pitches in, Jake Arrieta was down. The Cubs were down 4-0. Leadoff single to Segura. JT Real Muto was hit by a pitch. Bryce Harper singled, and then Andrew McCutchen hit a grand slam. 4-0, no outs.
Probably the worst way.
Yeah.
You can start a game.
Yeah, and Jake, you know, this is his second consecutive outing where he didn't last more than 2 innings. And, you know, Jake is kind of before, and we'll talk about Jake. I want to play this audio first, and then we'll talk about, you know, Jake and where this team is headed.
Not even close. You know, Bruce, this sucks. Really, it does. But I'm not going to hang my head. I'm going to continue to work. I'm going to do whatever needs to be done. The stuff is too good. Still have a lot left in the tank. There's no question about that. The stuff plays. The execution's not there. It hasn't been for a while. But I've been in similar situations in my career. I've been in worse situations than this. I'm not going to hang my head. I'm not going to get too down on myself. And my teammates shouldn't either. We've been, this is a really tough stretch. The offense, showed up and played really well. Regardless of how the game started or how it progressed through the middle innings, they didn't give up. And I'm not going to either. I know where my stuff ranks in the game. I watch a lot of baseball, and it's still there. It is. This is a tough stretch for us as a team, for me individually. And I understand the question, and I expect it, but whatever has to be done will be done.
And the question was,
no question
is he
in my
worried
mind.
about
that's
his job being?
That's
that
really
his
all I can say to that. Doesn't make it easier to deal with currently, but like I said, I'm not going to put my head down and pout about it. I'm going to show up and do what's necessary to figure things out. I've always done that, and I'll continue to do so.
Jake, can you take us through from the last start to this one? You probably thought you figured some things out, and then you kind of just had sort of a repeat.
Well, I mean, the 4 days in between, you throw your bullpen, you execute, and you put in work, and you come out and you try and compete and help your team win a game. It's not like you figure out some magic solution. I mean, I have all the tools. I know exactly what needs to be done. The execution wasn't there. Some things don't go your way, and you have to be able to make up for that. You have to make pitches in situations. And I didn't do it, period. I mean, but like I said, there's no, just because you have a good work week, doesn't necessarily mean it's going to equate to success. And that's exactly, what transpired. I mean, the work in between is always good, but you have to execute and find ways to work yourself around damage. And that's how you win games. Plain and simple.
Hey, Jay, given your history here, your relationships, connections here, how difficult has this stretch been on you personally, coming back here to the Cubs and not getting the results that you expect?
Yeah, well, I mean, there's no storybook ending that's just magically going to be written. We have to create that as a group, and I have to be a big part of that as an individual. And that's as simple as I can put it. And like I said, I whatever needs to be done will get done. That's all I can say. It's frustrating, but it's over. It's over and done with. I contributed to the continued stretch that we're on, and that doesn't sit well with me at all. Especially when everybody's showing up with the intention of winning a ball game. So the relationships are still the relationships, regardless. And they'll continue to be exactly the same. We show up every day with the intention of winning a game and coming together as a team and performing. Like I said, the stretch we've been on has been really tough, but we will get out of it. Still have 80 games or so, or 78 games to play. And it's on us to find a way out.
We have anything else for Jake? Okay, thanks, Jake. Appreciate it.
You know what, Gino? I was playing it over in my head yesterday because I feel like we saw this situation with Jake coming. But, you know, at least when he got signed, it's like, okay, how long can he manage before the wheels pop off? You know what I mean? And I feel like the fact that he sat down and was that transparent, it makes me feel like Jake has come to terms with the fact that, yeah, he's given every last single drop, yeah, as far as what he can contribute. But as far as the slump goes and the mindset when you're losing like that, yeah, G, like the Cubs ain't about to go lose 40 straight. You know what I mean? They're going to, whether they fight their way out of this or if it's just like osmosis just stops. You know what I mean? The Cubs won't be, you know what I mean, in this bad a shape forever.
Well, let's just start with Jake. And again, the talk of last night's Diamond Talk, I just put this, you know, and this is just my opinion. I'm not Jed Hoyer. I'm not Tom Ricketts. I'm not in the front office. We're not in ownership. You know, we are, you know, media members, fans, and that's above our pay grade. We don't make the decisions for the team. But after Jake Arrieta, so first of all, I felt like Jake should have gone somewhere else anyway to, I guess if you want to call it, revive his career, if that's the term you want to use. I mean, he was hurt for 3 or 4 years in Philly. So I feel like coming back to Chicago, and I feel like I understand why he did it, because it could be like, and I hate to make it sound like a funeral, but it would be like a homegoing, you know, give his last few years, whatever he has left, back to the city that basically
where he came
made
up.
him who he was.
Uh-huh.
But I feel like Jake could have been more successful, and it wouldn't have been such a bright light on his performance had he gone somewhere else, because it's like we're used to the Jake Arrieta from 2013.
Yeah.
Maybe not 13 because they were still building, but 15, 16, 17.
When he was Cy
When
Young.
he was Cy
Yeah.
Young. You know, this is a guy who's a Cy Young winner. He's an all-star. You know, he won 2 road games in the World Series.
Nasty.
You know, he had 2 shutout, 2 no-hitters. You know, this is a guy who, in my opinion, I know John Lester got the bulk of the credit
or the love.
Yeah, not even, and I don't want to say it like that
because everybody got a piece.
But because his span with the team was longer. Jake was gone. He went to Philly while John Lester was still here as the ace of the squad. So I feel like, and John Lester's contract, obviously. Now, of course, he lived up to it. John Lester was a great addition to the team. A lot of people say John Lester could have been probably the biggest free agent in Chicago sports history.
Yeah.
But I feel like Jake Arrieta was the most important pitcher.
Really?
Now, I'm not going to say in Cubs history. No, because let's not trip. You know, Fergie Jenkins, Kerry Wood, you know, they're guys who have stamped their place in Cubs history. But Jake Arrieta was the most important pitcher of this, because this is the best Cubs team of all time.
Yeah, like, and it's not controversial.
It's not at all.
I mean, because it was the first championship since 1908.
Come on.
Okay.
So Gordo, he was putting his piece together. And he said, "Man, let me run something by you." I appreciate Gordo running it by me to add to his
that,
you know,
that extra.
Yeah. So he basically asked me what I thought. Did I think Jake Arrieta being basically an icon in Cubs history? And I'm like, there's no question for me.
Oh yeah,
it's no question. It's no doubt. It's
like,
no
how
doubt.
is he not? G, I just picture the face with the beard.
Yeah, the swag.
With the Cubs. Yeah,
you go to the locker room, Jake. You know, there's a certain.
Like, if I can remember, you're not like 48.
Right.
Come on, bro.
You know, you go on the clubhouse. Jake got the Supreme hat on.
Yeah,
he got
Joe.
the Jordan 1s.
Oh yeah.
You know, the wicked fit. So, you know, this is a guy who's as competitive as they come. You know, he works.
Real talk, Joe.
You know, between his starts, he's going to give maximum effort in his bullpen sessions, doing the work.
Gino, I feel like when I was in Baltimore, Jake Arrieta was coming up on the Orioles. You know what I mean?
with Pedro Strop.
And was Huff. Dog, like I'm trying to tell you, like he was part of the like down and dirty Orioles when I was there. Where like it's
right.
And when he made his name over in Chicago, I'm like, for real?
Right.
I'm like when that Cy Young year, I was amazed that whole season. I'm like, gee, this dude is gritty. Like this dude had fought his way to to elite level.
Put in the work, change some of his
man.
change some of his habits.
Yeah. So that I almost said something, but yeah, Gino. He's at a point right now where I feel it was more nostalgic than anything. You know what I mean? It was, okay, Jake's back. You know what I mean? I remember saying, I don't know what it really means as far as, the pitching staff and if it's going to affect them that way, but he gave him a few good starts.
Jake was, I think he may have been 3-1 in his first 4 starts, ERA under 3. It looked promising, but again, this is,
He is without question a Cubs legend. Like he can walk into any bar.
Right.
It don't matter what side of town. Like they're gonna know that this is Jake Arrieta from the Cubs. Like it's on me tonight, bro.
A guy who's gonna be revered, loved, and cherished, regardless of what happens. What happened before he came back here? What happens after he comes back here? What he gave to the city and what they contributed, to the city will last forever.
Is this a situation though where can he get DFA'd?
He can be DFA'd, and this is where the conversation picks up. It's like, have we seen the last of Jake Arrieta and Cubby Blue? If it's me, I think we have. So it's like, well, what do the Cubs do? Do they DFA him? Cut the check, buy him out, and let him do him. If I'm Jed Hoyer, and the Cubs have been fairly good with how they treat their players. It's like, if I'm Jed, I'm like, look, bro, we can do this one or two ways. We can come up with an injury, like we always do. You can have
like we always do.
You can have a blister on your middle
hand that's
finger
been bothering you all season.
All season.
We know.
Maybe your hammy. Maybe your hammy's tightening up. The hammy is the big thing around the league. So maybe your hammy is tightening up.
Exactly, and that's 30 days right there.
Let it simmer down. Go on the All-Star break. Take the week.
Yeah.
Think about it. How you want to go out?
Honestly, yes, bro. Like, you want to be a free agent, or is this it?
We can. Do you want to retire? I mean, we heard what he just said. His stuff is still there.
But he sounded like a cat. I feel like was embracing the fact that this is
because what else do you expect him to say?
Yeah, but then it's like, okay, we saw you. You went to Philly, got your bag. Gee, this is right off to the sunset time. If you're Jake, you got your World Series. You got your hardware as far as personal awards. I mean, I just don't know what else Jake can do.
This is a 35-year-old guy who still thinks he has stuff left in the tank. He said he feels like his stuff is still there. The velo is good. It's just the command and the execution. But Jake just doesn't even, before he even releases the ball, it just doesn't look right. And again, obviously, what else do you expect him to say? Is he gonna say, "Yeah, I feel like I've given it all"? I don't expect any guy, but we've seen this. This is a situation like Gordo said. It's like Willie Mays. The season he spent in New York with the Mets. It was like, he didn't have to do that. But this is a situation where you got to kind of save these guys from themselves.
Oh yeah.
So it's like,
because like you said, what is Jake gonna say? Yeah, I don't think I should go back out on the mound ever again.
No, I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna pout.
To get right.
I'm not gonna put my head down. I gotta get the ball in the next 5 days and help my team. So I'm gonna do whatever I need to do to make this thing right. And even Rossi, I appreciate Rossi, being real. And he was like, man, I don't think Jake is done. He was like, now maybe this is me being naive because this is a guy who I've been through the trenches with.
It's my friend.
It's my guy. So, yeah, maybe I am being naive, but I do think he has something left, and I'm going to do everything I can to help him.
It takes somebody like that on your side. Like, if Jake is going to turn it around, it takes that kind of mindset from your manager, like, hey, bro, get through the storm.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'll be here when you get through it.
But you know what the perfect scenario is, and I know Cubs Nation doesn't want to hear this, but this is probably the best possible scenario for the guys, because I know management is happy. I know Tom Ricketts and them are ecstatic that this is going, that this is happening now and not a month
honestly,
later.
This is why I wanted, this is, what I feel like is the topic.
Yeah, this is the topic. It's like this is exactly what with them letting Yu Darvish go.
Yes.
Then trading your only backup catcher along with him.
Bruh, let Wilson out to dry real talk. They like, you're gonna milk everything by August 1st, bruh.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
So I feel like Cubs Nation, I know y'all don't want to hear it, but this is the best possible scenario for the team. First of all, the fact that what you said about the fan base, creating this narrative of the lovable losers again. There's just no way that they should be able to let the Ricketts and ownership sell them this dream. This is a team that won the ship
that's why
5 years ago.
I'm like, what's going on?
Where's the sustained success, Joe? When you look around, we always talk about top 3 market in sports in the country. When you look at the New York Yankees, okay, the Yankees ain't won a ship since who knows when,
and
Derek Jeter and them.
Right now, yeah.
But every year they're a playoff team.
Every year.
Every year they load up to make a run.
They fight every year, bro.
When you look at the LA Dodgers,
they're going to be there.
They got the most pennants and the most playoff appearances and the most wins and all. They got one World Series, though. But still, every year, the Dodgers have won the NL West the last, 9 years?
That's the minimum.
Because they retool every year. They spend the money and they retool, reload, and stay afloat. The San Francisco Giants.
Oh, bruh.
Brandon Crawford and Buster Posey, bro. Them guys sound like they was there in 2005.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, exactly. They played with Bonds, bruh. Like, come on, bruh.
They won 3 championships in about 10 years.
That's why I get so frustrated when the Cubs come out like, oh, we can't hold this core together. It's like, you can, bruh. Now, if you want to, is a different question. The sustained success has been an issue since the World Series, because I feel like even if they went to the NLCS the year after they won, but I feel like the needle was noticeably moving in the other way. Whether it was you got the excuse of these guys being tired from going to 7 games in the World Series the year before, and then the next season after you lose an NLCS, which you get swept by the Dodgers. Then the next season you go out in the first round of the Nationals. Yeah, and then now you're cutting from the bottom. Now World Series champion members are leaving town. And then the season after that, you're dead. You know what I mean? Now you come into this season and you're thinking, is this the last time the core comes around? But then Chris Bryant starts the season as hot as he did. Javi is more Javi, even though it's 2 different ends of the spectrum. When he's hot. When he's cold, oh my God. But and then you got Rizzo, who I feel has kind of been okay.
And that's the next part of the conversation. It's about, okay, where do we go from here? Now it's like you said, you got Chris Bryant. So trade deadline. So I think so again, best scenario, I know the Ricketts are happy ownership that this is going on now and not in August.
The hands when
the
trade deadline is
passed and now you stuck.
Now because they didn't want to go into the trade deadline in the first place.
At all. Because the number one thing with this team, is about rebuilding the farm, which is what they desperately need to do. So, okay. Get to the trade deadline. Obviously, these guys, it's a seller's market anyway. Craig Kimbrell is probably going to be the biggest move in all of baseball. Whoever gets Craig, it's obviously the biggest move for the Cubs, but I feel like it'll be the
closer available
in baseball.
And
that's going to be the number one move on the trade
looking.
deadline.
Yeah,
Craig Kimbrell gone. Now it's like, okay, who's next? I feel like Andrew Chafin, who's been lights out, lefty. I think he would be a viable source for somebody. Then when you get down, now you're talking about Chris Bryant, who I feel like, I'm like Lawrence Holmes, Joe. Ain't no Chris Bryant slander on my timeline. I'm not hearing it. Anybody that talks about Chris Bryant, you don't know anything about baseball and you're a Fulioski.
I feel that. I concur.
When Chris Bryant is fully healthy, he's easily top 25 player in the league. So Chris Bryant, we talk about Chris Bryant. Chris Bryant is gone one way or the other. I think he was sour.
Really?
I think he's gone one way or the other. I love Chris Bryant. I love how but I love how he's honest. And I think he was soured by
Chris Bryant, the best interview I mean, like, he just is gonna
flat
tell,
out, no frills, nothing extra. He's gonna give you exactly what's on his mind. But I think he was soured by the business of baseball. You know, with the whole holding him back and getting the extra year of service from him, I think that soured him. And then going through arbitration every year, then going through the courts, and then being, you know, so all of that soured him.
Then he went through the slump.
Right, that's what I'm saying. And then being able to come back, get healthy, and come back and show exactly who he is, playing 6 positions in the field, showing his versatility, I feel like, you know, he's gone one way or the other. So if you let him walk in free agency, you don't get nothing from him. So now you put him on the block, see who you could get for him. I think he would yield a pretty good return. I was just looking around the league, just, you know, browsing. I'm like, well, what team could use Chris Bryant?
Come on.
The New York Mets. First team that stuck out to me. I said, you throw Chris Bryant and Francisco Lindor, Pete Alonso, you know, a few of those other guys they got. They got a great pitching staff.
The thing is, when you throw Chris Bryant in most mixes, you get that
exactly.
vibe. You be like, oh shit.
Exactly.
You
especially,
like, oh, we real now.
Especially when you can put him at multiple positions.
And that's I feel like where baseball was going, but that's tough right now. The best thing about Chris Bryant is his versatility.
Right.
You know? And Gina, I don't want to be a homer, bro, but Rick Hahn came and spoke to us about Jose Abreu and everything when all of that was going down. And he said, as they approach the deadline, if they were to make any additions, the number one thing that they're favoring is versatility. And then they brought up Jake Berger. They've been moving him around the infield. He, you know, more versatile utility guy than what they've had. And, you know, I instantly thought of Chris Bryant. And now the first initial thought is not, you know, it's too much of a pipe dream. They already did a big trade a couple seasons ago. They won't do it again. But then I looked at the White Sox roster, bro. It's like, do the Cubs like Andrew Vaughn? Do the Cubs like Jake Berger? I mean, the White Sox have some pieces that I feel like would be. Do the Cubs like Nick Madrigal? I know he's hurt, but just players on the White Sox that I feel like would be perfect for the Cubs right now.
What about the farm though? Because that's what they're looking for. They ain't looking.
Those are all guys that are like fresh,
right?
Fresh off the farm. Like if we didn't have a pandemic last year, these guys may still be
there. Right.
Yeah, you know what I mean, but see now, and Andrew Vaughn over the last month, I say, bruh, Mug is gonna be great. You know, he's gonna be a guy. Nick Madrigal, he's hurt, but he's gonna be a guy. Jake Berger, his first taste in the show, I think he got 3 hits in 3 games.
Right.
I'm thinking that, and then and you know, a little bit of White Sox news, they DFA'd
Adam Eaton
to bring Adam Engel back. They got an open roster spot, and I know Eloy is waiting to win. Talk is that he's gonna be the first one back.
Before Luis?
Okay. It's just a matter of weeks now when it comes to Eloy. That's the rumbles. But I still think that he's gonna be a exclusive DH.
Who, Eloy?
Yeah.
Oh, he's no doubt. He should take his glove. Don't even have a glove in his locker.
100%, Gino. And Tony Russa said as much yesterday. He was like, look, I got a lot of reason to only play him at DH when he comes back. I'm like, I sat back, I'm like, they better go get Chris Bryant, Joe. They better go get Chris Bryant.
That's a valid point. Chris Bryant is, but like you said, Chris Bryant could probably go to any team that. But I look more at like who needs a right-handed bat.
Exactly. And remember, I told you, I mean, listening to the New York broadcast early on in the season, Muggs are picturing everybody around the league is picturing their team with Chris Bryant on it after the deadline. It's like, okay. Yeah, he's going to be, if it's a bat that moves, he's going to be the guy that tips the scale for somebody. So.
Chris Bryant is gone one way or the other.
Man, Gino, that's messed up.
Yeah, it hurts me to say
how do you lose Chris Bryant?
Because I think it's on him. I think he's worn out his welcome. I just feel like it's time for him to move on in life, in his baseball life, because he's got a lot of years ahead of him. He did what he did here, man. Again, when these guys can go on, and this is we further the conversation. Now we talk about who do they keep. because we got 3 free agents. So you talk about Rizzo, Javi, and Chris Bryant, 3 guys who they haven't been able to extend. They've been trying to extend these guys for years, and it hasn't happened.
It's been that Diddy and that dude just staring at each other. It's like, who's gonna
buzz first?
Gee, if you would have told me 2 years ago that Javi's still not signed, I would have thought you was tripping.
So now look. So now let's talk about it. We just talked about Chris Bryant, the business side that I think which soured him most. Let's talk about Anthony Rizzo. This is a 31-year-old first baseman with a history of back problems. Now, dude, it's two ways you can go in the National League. The guy who's played, received another Gold Glove yesterday. This is a guy, steady guy.
It's crazy because I thought that picture that Jay Hay posted,
thought that was our picture.
I thought it was a
John,
throwback.
No, that was yesterday.
Yeah, shout out to him.
So Anthony Rizzo, beloved, the face of the Cubs for the last however many years. Regardless of what he does going forward, this guy will always be loved as a Chicago Cub.
And if you don't, you a tweak.
Yeah, you're a tweak. But I don't. I don't. That's not gonna happen. But I'm saying, as far as re-signing him, it's like, do you keep him around for nostalgia purposes? Because in 2025, kids growing up, they like, yeah, I saw Anthony. This is Anthony Rizzo from the World Championship team.
Yo, I always pictured Rizzo as the Cub that's gonna be there with players that's like, man, I watched you
all day,
win it all,
100%.
You inspired me to get to the show,
100%.
I feel like he's a lifetime Cub, like it just has a stamp on it,
right. So it's like, do you bring him back and put the pieces around?
See, and Gino, I feel like if you can lose Chris Bryant, then there's not anybody on the Cubs that you can't lose. I mean, I feel like if you're willing to lose Chris Bryant, you're totally willing to go back to square numero uno and build from block one again.
I'm telling you, the way that they've spun this narrative, and like you said, they got Cubs fans talking about this lovable loser situation, is the Ricketts couldn't have it any better right now. And I just don't understand how you can expect your fan base to pay top dollar to watch a subpar team and a team that's in another rebuild.
Just a few
after
years
winning,
yes.
after a few years from winning the ship. And then we talk about Javier Baez, another guy who, like you said, we've seen Javier at his best, we've seen Javier at his worst, we've seen Javier in the middle.
We know exactly
Javier is who he is. This is a guy whose approach to the plate. Lately, I wouldn't say he changed his approach, but he has. He's walking, he's taking more walks, he's hitting the ball to the right side of the field, he's using more of the field.
Yes.
But he's very erratic.
He is.
But he's a plus defender.
You're not
he's probably the best defender in the league.
You're not gonna get a better defender.
Up the middle. He sells tickets.
Gee.
He brings
El Mago.
You're welcome.
El Mago is coming to town. You know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
You're welcome to the marketing plan.
Exactly.
You're welcome.
But exactly. So he sells tickets, he sells jerseys, he sells merchandise. He brings this crazy energy to the fan base.
Bruh, your team will be on highlights forever if Javier Baez is wearing your jersey.
So I'm with you. It's like, I feel like Javi is a guy.
From a business standpoint,
period. And
they should have locked him up, Joe.
Because that is the bottom line. This is what me and G Money, Jermaine Brown, were talking about earlier. I'm like, bro, do not. And this is to Cubs Nation. Look at me when I'm telling you. I know some of y'all have been around for this ride much longer than I have, but I'm telling you now, do not let this thing get y'all all riled up and in your feelings, because it's the business of baseball, and at the end of the day, ownership's bottom line isn't the fan base's bottom line.
It's a tug of war, bro. It's a tug of war between business and baseball. I mean, and you see it even with the Adam Eaton you did. I mean, the fact that he got DFA'd when he was a Jerry Reinsdorf signing. Right. You know what I mean? It's like, it was the business side versus the baseball side that came to head. Rick Hahn won this round. You know what I mean? His days of trying to make Adam Eaton work are over. But as far as the Cubs go, Gino, if you're a player, like if you're Chris Bryant, Javier, like you have to understand the sour kind of taste in your mouth. I'm like, even with Rizzo, why didn't they get a deal done Like, weren't they trying to do this last year with Rizzo?
Yeah, but he saw what
Well,
Paul
over the offseason?
He saw Paul Goldschmidt get that 5 year of 130.
And they like, hold on.
Yeah, we can't really do that, bro.
Man, look.
Yes, you can.
You can.
Actually.
It's no like you always remind us, Gino. It's no cap in baseball.
You can do what you want to do.
You can do
the Yankees
what you
and the
want.
Dodgers have done it year by year by year.
You want 20 mil? Oh, you want 80? Go ahead. Yeah. So, Gino, I don't understand. I mean, and yes, I know it's a business, but isn't every business better when you're winning?
Not really.
Like it's nothing.
As long as we out the red.
And see, that's why
Cubs, you never know what else is going, what other business ventures these people got going on. The Cubs, I told you, man, I always felt like Tom Ricketts, and again, we talked about them having turmoil in the ownership group about Tom Ricketts being the face of the team. Laura and them like, hey, look, man, you part ownership just like we are. You ain't no more percentage ownership than we both. So why you the face of the team? So they're having their own issues inside that the casual
drama,
fan doesn't know
family
about.
Family feud, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
meanwhile, when the last time fans seen Tom Ricketts in person? Is he still hiding, bro?
No, Tom Ricketts comes around. He shows face, but Tom Ricketts is cool with me. Always shows love, all of that. But I feel like, he's smart and savvy in the way that he handles that. Like, he's out in front of the people, but deep down inside,
right.
Yeah,
deep down inside,
it just ain't right, man. And like you said, it's coming. I know Cubs Nation doesn't want to hear it. I know they feared this day, but something should have happened in 2018.
Yeah.
Like you said, after that. Okay, 17, cool. 18, after we gave this thing another shot and it didn't work. It was supposed to be a U-Haul, overhaul,
recharge,
retool, whatever you want to use. But they let this thing linger on too long, and this is exactly what happened. And like I said, this is probably the perfect scenario for the Ricketts and for Cubs Nation. Let these guys go. Let them ride off to the sunset. They brought joy to the city in 2016. I'll remember it forever. I'm pretty sure they'll remember it forever. And now it's time for these guys to move on. I do think you can build with Javi, put some more pieces around them, build the farm system up, start to bring some other guys in, and maybe by 2023,
back in the
these
mix.
guys will be, ready to win another championship. So
by 2023, man, I'm hoping the White Sox got another one.
Hey, Tu said, I see everybody in the comments. Shout out to everybody in the comments.
Yes.
Cuz said, how y'all feel about being a brainchild behind that marketing campaign?
How do we feel about it? The process behind it is always going to be like something special to me. Me and Gene definitely cooked that up in Hyde Park, in his apartment. And it was one of the times we were 100% in front of what was going on in the industry. To see it blow up and to see like the Cubs and Javi and the sports world as a whole kind of adopt it, it's bittersweet too. I mean, it's bittersweet because I know that it came, from our brains. Like you said, we are the brainchild about it. We cooked it up 100% us. But to see it, be put on T-shirts, see it put on jerseys. The man Javi played in a jersey with El Mago on the back of it, bruh. I mean, it is very cool. The part that kind of blows me is when the conversation about how we got it comes up and Javi doesn't show love. You know what I mean? Because, Gino, we've told the story on air. Javi was a part of this story. You know what I mean? Javier Baez, before y'all knew him as El Mago, he knew the bigs. You know what I mean? But that Instagram post on the day that they were wearing the nickname jerseys, bruh, where he said he got it from the Puerto Rican people, he got it from the people of Puerto Rico, bruh, I was driving, I had to stop, bruh. I'm like, gee, he didn't get that from Puerto Rico, bro. Like, two brothers from the South Side hooked you up, dog.
Like T said, we were 2 steps ahead of the game. We had our own marketing campaign, but we were rookies.
Shout out to the first people that took. Shout out to our boy Pat Hughes, who started calling him the magician after you can't. You know what I mean? Like, they took it twice. They took the name we gave Javier Baez twice, bro. So,
yeah, they Columbused us, Miriam. But again, we were rookies in the game, just trying to get our feet wet, just trying to prove that we belong. And it's a lesson learned. You know, I feel like it's provided us, you know, a third eye.
Yeah.
And
it definitely has.
You know, big things popping, little things stopping, in the words of my boy the tipster.
Yeah, bro. And honestly, you know, I feel like one of the reasons why we connect is that we both have an understanding that the universe has a way of righting itself. Now, it's not gonna right itself unless you kick the tires, you know what I mean, and you do some things. But I firmly believe that there will be a day moving forward where the Bigs and El Mago comes full circle, and you may see us, you know, doing a commercial. We've already it's already been been instances where the universe is knocking on our door. You know, MLB has been in our inboxes and everything. You know, so
and yeah, we'll get
I'm never done.
Shout out to the family members, man, because everybody is, you know, in there. Man, I don't met Herb say he don't mess with Javi no more. Miriam say she ain't messing with Javi no more. And, you know, hey, man, don't take it out on Javi.
Don't take it out on Javi.
This is a lesson learned from the bigs.
Yeah.
You know, I don't have any, you know, I know deep down inside, yeah, every time I see El Mago, it's like, man, it's not even about the money. Of course, we love to be having a couple 100,000 off the El Mago.
Came up with El Mago.
Yeah, because we came up with it. But,
Yes.
you know, it's no ill will, man. You know, you take that jab on the chin,
yeah,
and you shake it off, and you get back in the ring, you get up and you fight. So
the best thing about it, at least for me, Gino, is the people have taken on the fight for us.
Right.
Like, anytime he does something or they say his name on the national
they
broadcast,
tagging us on Instagram,
our tweets, text messages, inbox. Yeah. So I truly appreciate the people that let the rest of the world know, you know, when the Cubs, you know, and honestly, I don't know if did I steal it? I don't know. I kind of threatened the Cubs. I don't know if I told you. But when they did the El Mago giveaway for the T, where they did, it was a MasterCard giveaway, and it ended up being.
Did we get one?
We got one, and I had to threaten our boy Alex, because I'm like, gee, you're not gonna not give me a shirt.
Alex, so I got one.
It's a baby size El Mago tee, bro. It's with my Benny the Butcher stuff.
Okay.
That I'm gonna get framed eventually for us. But yeah, Gino, when it comes to El Mago, I feel like it's I go back to sitting on your couch. It was a special time for us. I go back to sitting on your couch with Dinah right there, and we're just like going through it, man. And honestly, that moment has given me so much fuel to keep it going in other aspects of what we do, bro. I totally feel like we're the growers. So, you know, we can't trip over a couple of nugs, you know?
Yeah, man. Them few dollars would have been fire. And we probably, you know, who knows where we would be. But like I said, man, it's all love. Don't take it out on Javi.
We just got some White Sox news. So I was going to tell you guys after our last break that Yasmani Grandal
4-6, right?
4-6, but unfortunately, bro, we just got an update.
Not unforced. He's done for the season.
Just got an update, bro. Literally a minute ago, it says, after further evaluation of Yasmani Grandal Tuesday in Chicago, it was determined that a surgical procedure was needed to repair a tear in his tendon. The procedure was performed by Dr. Nikki Verma in the Gold Coast in Chicago, and an updated timeline will be provided in the future, although doctors continue to expect Grandal to return during the 2021 regular season. Gino, as soon as I heard that Yasmani had a torn tendon in his knee, he's a catcher. Yeah,
Toughest job in baseball, man.
Hits keep on coming, Gene.
Yeah, and I mean, it's crazy when you look at Grandal's numbers, how he could be considered
having a good season.
Yeah,
yeah.
But I mean, this is the era where we talk about numbers. Sometimes the numbers don't tell the whole story. So, man, hopefully he can get through that because he was definitely one of the key pieces for them Southside guys, and they definitely need it, man. They definitely need it.
I'm not sure because it was Zach Collins backing him up. Yeah, our boy Yerm was the third catcher, but he's in AAA in Charlotte right now.
Crazy.
Tony La Russa say he has the tools, but doesn't really have the experience yet.
Okay.
And so yeah, man, that is an update. I feel like with the White Sox, we gotta pay a little bit closer attention to what they do at the deadline because I feel like it's going to indicate how the rest of their season is.
No, if they ain't adding, they'll definitely be buying. It's just interesting to see which way they're gonna go.
But real quick, back on the El Mago topic, because I feel like what that was evidence of is just the impact that black media has on sports. You know what I mean? And I feel like the conversation in the media as a whole has been focused on black media and the nuances that we bring to the industry. I feel like the most frustrating part of the El Mago situation is that the industry tries to downplay it. Like, bruh, the ideas that we could have dumped, that we could have gave NBC, you know what I mean? Or, some of these other outlets in Chicago, the fact, the saying is more where it came from. These outlets, and I'm not saying that I wish we were part of it, but I'm saying they totally have dropped the ball when it comes to when it comes to the creative aspect of what they do. You know what I mean? And I feel like we've stiff-armed or kind of stood on our square for a couple of opportunities that I appreciate. I feel like one of the reasons we're here at What's In It for the Black People Meet is because we value talking directly to black people.
Right.
You know what I mean? But man, oh man, the industry, bruh, and the content, some of the content that I've seen come out over the years, I can't front. I think y'all know we here, right?
Y'all owe us Father's Day.
Come on, y'all know the Bigs is actually living and breathing, and y'all putting out this. But yeah, Gino, you know how I get.
And that's why we created Diamond Talk Live, and that's why we do some of the things we do is because, in the words of the great Questlove and Black Thought and everybody over there with the Roots crew, never do what they do.
Never do. Come on, Gino. Yeah. First of all, another gem that you blessed my life with, Gino.
Yeah,
thank you.
Come on, man. So it's
turned into one of my favorites.
It's up to us to continue to stand our ground and do us. And yeah, the partnerships are cool. Like you said, we've had meetings with a couple different major outlets, and it's like, nah, we just not really feeling that.
No, not at all.
Actually, we're not feeling that at all.
No.
So no, come back with something else. We'll meet and we'll come up with some other ideas. But like you said, I do agree with you, man. We've been owed Father's Day cards for at least the last 3 or 4 years, and don't act like we don't see y'all out there. Much love to everybody that we share the stage with and share the platform with. But just know that it ain't gonna be no that situation you talked about with one of them guys who can't, no names mentioned, but one of them guys who couldn't believe how you, the killer Cam.
Yeah, it's like you mad for real.
No, the bigs are 100% in the building, man. So we're gonna keep doing what we do, doing it for the people. And man, wouldn't be none of this without the people. So
come on, like I said, this is. I feel like we're at home, bro. I mean, this is home for us. So thank you to everybody that's giving us some time out of their day. You don't even understand how much we appreciate it. Thank you.
Do we want to take one last break and come back?
We'll do a quick one.
Yeah, DJ, let's take us one last quick little break. When we come back on the other side, man, our family member Tony Stanza. Y'all hear his music, the middle of the map. DJ is always playing some Tony Stanza. So my boy Tone, he just dropped an album last week. Tony got 15 albums on all streaming platforms. His latest one, I love the title of the album. It's called Martin X Garvey.
Yes, sir.
And he dropped his second video off the album yesterday. So when we come back, we're going to play the video.
Yes, sir.
And then we're going to talk a little NBA before we get out of here. So, DJ, take us to break, man. You on the soil with the bigs.
WIIFTBP.
We all remember our life before COVID-19. The parades, the lakefront barbecues, taste of Chicago, the happy hours, and most importantly, loving those unforgettable moments with our friends and families. Getting Chicago vaccinated is what will make the activities we miss safe for everyone. So let's get back to it, Chicago. Let's come together to end this pandemic. Find your vaccine at chi.gov/COVIDvax.
Reach the ruler. This is Week Ho Wednesday, and to my right is Everybody's Women Crush Wednesday. My co-host, the one and only Toy, Big O's. Love this show, y'all. I'm dealing with a guy. We have been dating for 9 months. In light of everything going on in the world, he has been voicing his opinion about situations, and I don't agree with any of his views. I love everything else except his opinions.
Damn.
How do I fix this? FYI, he's white.
It's about to be a white boy summer.
So could that be the issue?
For sure. Just come out different when it's not coming from your own race. It's just never been something I'm like, oh, I date Bill.
I'm just a Bill. Yes, I'm only a Bill.
I don't really like light-skinned guys. I don't like pink meat.
Pink, so like it's like you see it.
Pink tip, it be pink.
It be pink on the tip.
I don't like.
So have a light-skinned guy have a dark tooth.
And then it look dark, so it's nasty off to me.
Okay,
I feel like it's supposed to be pink because they light-skinned. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want it to be dark because then I'm gonna say you dirt.
First, what is a man and a woman? What is a husband and wife? Once you find that out and learn what a man is supposed to be and what a woman is supposed to be, that's what they don't want you to get back to. When you learn that, then the black community rises.
This is a traffic jam.
Other rappers pink, I'm the Black Panther. Spit sick, illmatic, bring black cancer. Black music, black stanzas, black sprites, black Mirandas. Kick game like the Fab Five in the black socks. 2 fingers in the air, peace to my black ops. Middle fingers rose to those who want black slot. Fuck white cops as well as black cops. Check out, life's a gamble. White and black dice, FIFA ain't up in the jungle, not the white and black type. Black man cannon only have black wives. Unless you want a genocide, all black life. Make black queens, make more black kings. Made man for science, make more black things. Stop the black on black and black on brown. Roll up that loud, put out that black and male. Put your hands up whenever black get down. It's a pack house whenever black in town. I'ma get it in, watch me black out. Black out, black out, black out, black out. Yeah, put your hands up whenever black get down. It's a pack house whenever black in town. I'ma get it in, watch me black out. Black out, black out, black out, black out. Yeah, back to the Renaissance, this black art. Nigga, the roots, black thought. The black pack came, a black hope. Black power won, whenever black vote.
I'd just like to tell you.
Let me holler at you.
Just a little.
Get some vaccine, get it fucking clear. Most high, yeah, we in the upper tier. In the winner's circle, we don't puff them squares. In the winner's circle, we don't fuck with squares. Get some vaccine, get it fucking clear. Most high, yeah, we in the upper tier. In the winner's circle, we don't puff them squares. In the winner's circle, we don't fuck with squares. Nah, done it all and I seen it all. Lanes playing the wrong game, that's arena ball.
We are back on the soil. I think you were definitely enjoying our boy Tone Bone and his new offering to the music world, Gino.
Man, I don't even have my thing up. My Facebook ain't even up no more.
That's what it was at first. That's why I had turned it down. So
Okay.
Yeah, so now like it's good now. So
All right,
you know, kick it from the top.
Let's run that back. Like I said, man, our boy Tony Stanza, DJ was just playing this track before we loaded up the video. But Tony was like one of my favorite artists to work with. Like I said, this boy got about 15 albums. He still got 3 in the stash ready to release this year. I be trying to tell him, man, just calm down and let it breathe. But Tony is a nonstop worker in the lab. But like I said, he released his new album. It's called Martin X Garvey, produced totally by his homie, the Soul Professor. And this is their second video that they released yesterday. It's called Circles Round Squares. And again, man, Tony is a dope artist. Tony gives it his all. I just want Tony to get his piece of this hip-hop. But Tony is a much better guy, one of my favorite guys, and one of the coolest and most down-to-earth, lovable guys that I've ever met in my life. So this is Tony Stanza, man.
I'd just like to tell you.
Let me holler at you.
Just a little.
Get some vaccine, get it fucking clear. Most high, yeah, we in the upper tier. In the winner's circle, we don't puff them squares. In the winner's circle, we don't fuck with squares. Get some vaccine, get it fucking clear. Most high, yeah, we in the upper tier. In the winner's circle, we don't puff them squares. In the winner's circle, we don't fuck with squares. Nah, done it all and I seen it all. Lanes playing the wrong game, that's arena ball. Shit, my shit's legit, I don't need a stall. Golden child, gold diggers want me to skeet in walls. GTD, Tommy got the draws. Paint pictures, all the war weapons drawn. Never broke, not even at the break of dawn. Say the snakes in the grass, landscape the lawn. Man, the steel swing on me may break an arm. Don Trump don't trump a nigga spades card. Take one for squad, our test taking the charge. Got all the smoke you want, watching Jackson and Barnes. Book out in the Benz, went to Barnes and Noble. I'm Drew Ali Noble, feasting market price at Noble. Photographic memory, my recall total. Wet jumper, my 3 ball soak, you better. Get some vaccine, get it fucking clear. Most high, yeah, we in the upper tier. In the winner's circle, we don't puff them squares. In the winner's circle, we don't fuck with squares. Get some vaccine, get it fucking clear. Most high, yeah, we in the upper tier. In the winner's circle, we don't puff them squares. In the winner's circle, we don't fuck with squares. Dreams drive desire, determination. Importance, ignore idiots, ignorance, and impatience. Excellent, elegance, eternally embracing. Relevantly, radically red racing to the finish line and run it back the next day. Kobe vs. MJ, I make the best plays. I bless page when my pen write words on the paper. My song's better than words that come from the Savior. God willing, got the gods will the win. No right from wrong, God still was sin. Build with kin, put power on ice, put Zion on the Zamboni. No king of the jungle, a lion, but I'm the God Tony. What's a king to a god, the creation? Burn loud to ashes, that's the cremation. I freestyle. I got the energy, I can free a Freemason. I be amazing while tree blazing, Hennessy drinking. Yeah, the Moors taught me to not eat bacon. Nah, loss is something winners can't be taken. Miss me with the fuck shit, do not get it mistaken, please. Get some vaccine, get it fucking clear. Most high, yeah, we in the upper tier. In the winner's circle, we don't puff them squares. In the winner's circle, we don't fuck with squares.
Trust. Music doesn't need Kanye.
Gino.
Tone Bone, man. Joe. Tone Bone, like I said, one of the hardest workers. He sent me like 4 different versions of it. Tony always sends me, like I said, we worked together. Tony was my boy Terry's cousin. So we were homies for years before. Remember, he was voice G.I. Go.
I didn't know that. I did not
Tony's
know that.
original rap name was Voice G.I. Go. It's Gary, Indiana in Chicago. You know, Tony was born in Gary.
Yep.
It's him and Freddie Gibbs are cousins.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah, real blood cousins. So his original name was Voice G.I. Go. And that's when I first met him. You never saw Tony in the Chicago Bears
You know
car?
I seen Tony. Like, that was, I pull up to your old spot, and I know who was in there. You know what I mean?
This guy literally had a 95, 96
Impala,
Impala,
right? Yeah, Joe,
with a
like the
Chicago Bears
coldest
wrap.
Bear-
The
yeah,
coldest
G.
Bears car you ever seen in your life. This guy, we was riding around the streets. Tony would get stopped all day and all night asking, can they buy this car off of him? But yeah, Tony is a great dude. Martin X Garvey out now on all streaming platforms. All my homies, man. My boy King 7. I see him in the comments. He got the Blue album out right now. Just dropped his video Independence Day. We probably gonna play that on the next show. You know, our boy I Am God, our boy Mr. West.
Yes, sir.
You know, he
Yes,
got
sir.
the album out. Shout out to everybody that's, you know,
That I still spinning, bro. Like, yes, sir.
still spitting, still pushing forward, and you know, just trying to make a better way for self. But man, we got a couple minutes left, man. The Phoenix Suns jumped out to a 1-0 lead in the NBA Finals last night.
Did, you know.
118-105 over the Milwaukee Bucks.
And Giannis played. Yeah.
Giannis played.
Yep.
Kudos to him. You know, I don't know if you saw the post-game interview. And he was just saying, man, you know, I love Giannis.
Yeah,
man. I've grown to really.
It's hard not
to like Giannis,
yeah.
even though he's in Milwaukee. They're They're a NBA Central Division foe.
Division mug, yeah.
But I got a lot of love for Giannis, and you know he was just saying, you know, when the injury happened, you know he thought he was going to be out for a year, and you know he was just, you know, he's not feeling any pain, and you know he was really just happy that he could be out there and you know try to help his team to a win more than anything. You could tell, obviously, you don't want to lose. You could tell, you know, but he was just happy to look. You would have thought they won the game. But he was just happy that he could be there for his team.
Yeah.
So kudos to Giannis for lacing him up. Obviously, he wasn't nowhere near 100%. You could tell he was 6 of 11 from the field. He still had 20 and 10 or 17 and something.
He kept them in the game up until like midway through the third.
Yeah,
you know?
but you could tell he hadn't played in a couple games, so he was still getting his win right. So
the issue, go ahead, my bad.
No, go ahead.
The issue was like I thought they totally looked like a different team. When Giannis was
isn't that
out.
what we always is Drew Holiday, man?
Like he was like stagnant, bro.
Drew
Like,
Holiday, man. I do understand it, but I don't understand why he's two different players.
even Brooks Lopez, like that's the 3-point. He's a stationary 3-point shooter with Giannis on the floor.
This is on Mike Budenholzer, bro. This is 100% on Mike Budenholzer. But let's not take the credit from Phoenix because they're a well-oiled machine. Chris Paul is a killer. Devin Booker's a killer. The DeAndre Ayton is a killer. Monty Williams is a killer. The others, you know, like Barkley and Shaq.
Mikal Bridges.
The motor. Jay Crowder, Cam Payne, Cameron Johnson.
Cam Johnson. Yeah, I mean, first of all, Cameron Payne. All the things that Bulls players or Bulls fans make fun of him for is helping the Suns. Like, this man motor is still always mashed to the floor. This man is still one of the fastest guards and he's one of the quickest guards in the league. And then to be at that size, like he gets to the rim and he get that shoulder pass you whatever hand he's laying it up. Yeah.
And you know he's got like you say, he got a nice size on him. He's like 6'4", 6'5". He got long arms.
It's a very good team in Phoenix. But I feel like I gotta say to the people that before the finals started was acting like we didn't have any elite players in this finals, bro. Did you see Chris Paul last night? Looking like the point guard. You know what I mean?
Chris Paul ain't went left a day in his life. I want y'all to watch next game. Watch how many times Chris Paul goes left. 0.
I'm going to the right and I don't even fade.
I'm fading away. I'm pulling up at the free. Hey, man, to all you stat nerds, to all you sabermetric geeks who I told y'all to take the third floor window, this NBA Finals is a true representation that the best shot in basketball is still the mid-range game. Chris Middleton, Chris Paul, Devin Booker.
The playoffs as a whole have dead at that narrative that the mid-range game is not effective. Do you see D-Book? Do you just the whole Phoenix team, they live in that mid-range area. I'm gonna set up again as long as I can get to 15 to 20. If I can't get, I'm gonna back it up. I'm not gonna take a dumb shot.
We're gonna run this back.
Yeah, G. That's the type of basketball I appreciate, honestly.
Yeah, no, they and Devin Booker didn't shoot it too well.
Too well, but
he was there for his team. He was an option every time. Yeah, man, he held it down. But Chris Paul is definitely the leader. And I can't even say I'm not the biggest Chris Paul fan. I mean, I have my favorite guys.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't mind seeing Chris Paul finally get him a ring.
Game.
Ain't no front on his game. He's an absolute killer. And the funny thing is the way the Chris Paul that you see on the court, the guy that's flopping, and sometimes you call him a crybaby
doing
or whatever.
What he has to do to win.
To win,
yeah.
He's totally not. And I don't know Chris. We don't know Chris Paul personally. We've interacted with him.
We know is what he's shown us.
Chris Paul is not that guy that you think he is because of who you see him as on the court.
A regular dude, honestly, a dude that you can tell appreciates the blessings he's received and does not take his position. Even at this point in his career, you can just see he doesn't take it for granted, man.
Did you see the NCCU documentary that he produced on ESPN Plus?
No, I didn't see that. I didn't see that.
With LaVelle Moulton, the North Carolina Central.
I watched the I think it was an E30 segment on him scoring 80 something in high school after his grandfather passed.
Right.
I didn't see it.
No, this is new. So check it out. If you need an ESPN Plus password, I know you got all of the Wicked TV.
You know I'm streamed up.
If you need me, let me know. But it's a documentary on North Carolina Central University and their pandemic out season. And Chris, the head coach, I think his name is LaVelle Moulton. But him and Chris Paul are guys. I don't know if they grew up together or what, but, Chris Paul's parents are HBCU alums. LaVelle is a HBCU alum from that school, so he went back. He was given a head coaching job. And, they just chronicled the season. They went through, a bunch of different weeks during the season. Chris Paul actually, he produced the doc, but he actually showed up at one of their practices. And he was just telling the guys, like, look, Joe, I'm 16 years in. And he was like, bro, I get up at 5 o'clock every morning to make sure that I'm at my supreme maximum best.
Did he talk to them about ball handling?
He talked to him about everything.
He was talking about why he values handling the ball so much. I think I did see
like
this.
A little piece. Okay.
Yeah,
it was like a 6-part document. It was like 6 parts.
Of it, yeah.
But he was just saying, like, man, y'all ain't take same thing. You saw the Bradley Beal clip where he was talking to his AAU team. He was like, ain't none of y'all better than me.
Yeah, G.
And ain't none of y'all taking my job. So I don't know what y'all gonna do, but it was the same thing, Chris. But he was just saying, bro, I'm 16 years in the league, 14-time All-Star, all these accolades. But he was like, bro, I wake up every day at 5 in the morning to make sure that I'm at my maximum.
Yeah.
Because I know what it takes to be the best.
He told him, he said, how can I not be at this level when I work as hard as I do? He was like, how can I not be playing like this when I can handle, when I've worked to be able to handle the ball the way I handle it?
Right.
He's like, yeah, G. He said, it was a clip, and I got to see if it's the same thing, but he straight up told, he's like, G, I feel like I can play this game forever. So
he's looking like it right now.
Yeah,
and it's, accountability, I think that's one of the biggest things that's aiding an assistant campaign. And DeAndre aiding and those other guys. Chris Paul is a guy that's going to hold you accountable, but he's going to hold himself accountable. And, you got Monty Williams and James Jones and Willie Green.
Just an incredible coach.
Yeah. I think I still pick Milwaukee. I took Milwaukee in 6 because I've taken Milwaukee from the jump. But I think this is obviously Phoenix's NBA Finals to lose. But, it's all about them making the adjustment.
Yes.
Mike Budenholzer, I told you, he's not a good coach in my opinion, but now this is when his coaching skills are on full display. And if they don't make the adjustment, I saw the way they were attacking, Brook Lopez on the switch. Then they tried to change it up in the second, and they were doing drop coverage, and none of that worked. So it's all about, getting them other guys. You got to make Jay Crowder. You got to make Mikal Bridges. You got to make them guys shoot the ball. You can't let Chris Paul and Devin Booker get 40 on you again.
And of course, we don't have enough time, but I love seeing Maria Taylor and Malika.
Shout out to the beautiful black girls holding it down on the sidelines. Rachel, you're cooked. Sorry.
Woo. What Callis say? Congratulations.
Another one.
You played yourself.
Hey. Jack, Perk, Rich Jeff. I mean, and I'm not knocking. I'm not gonna knock none of the brothers.
Gee.
But what do y'all people were saying, man, what they on? It's like, well, what y'all expect some guys who work for ESPN to be on? Of course they gonna play both sides.
I feel like Perk is a valuable person to the ESPN team for obvious reasons. He's going to ring the bell when it's time to be rung. It was really kind of like, it was corny and lame and all a bunch of other things where Perk started his comments talking about, thank you, Rachel. Thank you, Rachel. You gave us opportunity when it wasn't an opportunity. Fool, you played on the Celtics. Okay? Like, stop it. I don't want to hear that Rachel Nichols was the key to your success. Shout out to our boy, Rich Gray. Okay? But, yeah, Gino, like I said, I know we don't have a bunch of time, but shout out to them because I feel like they were eventually going to leap over Rachel Nichols in the first place. It's Rachel's fault that process has now been expedited. And I won't be surprised if she never, ever gets that job back. Of course, she'll host the jump or whatever. But come on, G. Malika Andrews and Maria Taylor. Malika talking to these coaches, asking real questions. You know what I mean? I just feel like it's gonna be received differently, and we should get used to those too if they decide to stay at ESPN. You know what I mean? So I think that's all I got, Gino.
Well, on that note, I know I kind of screwed up the bottom thirds. I'm Terrence Tomlin right now, and you are me.
Oh, it was the switcheroo today?
Yeah, I don't know how I got these cameras mixed up. Let me go ahead and fix that. All right, there we go. But yeah, we out of time today, man. Again, much love to the family members always holding us down in the comment section, man. Y'all make On the Soil what it is. Shout out to our homeboy, our brother, our family member, DJ, a.k.a. Reese the Ruler.
Yes, indeed.
Doing all the hard work. DJ, y'all on tonight?
Oh, you already know it.
We Code Wednesday, man. Y'all make sure, is the Chris the Critic, everybody on tonight?
Everything in tune tonight, y'all. So y'all make sure y'all come back for our afternoon program. And we got Chris the Critic at 6 with Gina B. And then they got a special guest. I think she's a sexologist. So yeah, I don't know if
Gina B. Oh yeah, she's on with Dawn all the time.
Yeah, but no. Gina B is a Chris guest, but like Chris has another guest. She's a sexologist. And then I think after that is In the Zone with my boy Frat Brian Foster. If he should be here, then it's 8:30. It's WHW We Code Wednesday. Check me out there, y'all. Me and my co-host Tori Norwood. No telling what you know. Like I tell anybody, man. I said if you hear, you're about to experience. That's it. You just about to experience.
You got to
experience.
We Code Wednesday.
You just got to, man. I just love to see Gino just shake his head.
Oh, wow, y'all
disbelief, like, man.
The subtle disappointment.
Y'all off the chain, man.
But yeah, man, I definitely appreciate some of y'all tuning in for all the evening programs tonight, man.
On that note, we gonna rotate, man. But y'all know before we get out of here, man, do we got a word of the day? Let me see. I know Mom Duke's going to be on my heels if we don't get this word of the day off. So I do have a word of the day. I gave y'all the last couple times, man, I gave y'all an easy way out. Today I'm going to have to run it on y'all, man. Today's word of the day, DJ and T. Xiphoid.
Xiphoid, okay.
Xiphoid, xiphoid. It's an adjective. It's Greek and it's mid-18th century. Sword-shaped.
Sword-shaped.
That's the definition. Sword-shaped. I use it in a sentence for you guys.
I got it.
The children looked for any xiphoid objects they could use to play duel with. The face masks had small medieval helmets and xiphoid figures printed on them.
Give me the meaning again, because I'm totally on. I feel like I'm on some other stuff, but go ahead.
Sword-shaped.
It's supposed to be sword-shaped?
Like sword, like...
Right, yeah. Like
we have...
Boy, get your xiphoid head ass out of here.
You're going to roast the mug with that one. I was thinking of the grind. I was like, I approached the grind with a xiphoid like mindset. You know what I mean? Sharp as a sword. You feel me?
Leave it to T to take
I have
us
a
out of here.
xiphoid approach to the grind.
Leave it to T to take us out of here on a high note, man. You leave it to me. I'm roasting, man. I got jokes for days. But xiphoid, man. Today's word of the day. So with that being said, man, we gonna rotate. Shout out to all the family members. I will be in the building tonight as the Cubs look to make it 12 in a row. I usually say the Cubs look to get off the schneid and get back into the W column. But hey, right now it's looking like it's going to be 12 in a row tonight. So maybe reverse psychology is what I'm going to call it.
I like that, Gino.
So I'll be in the building tonight live at Wrigley Field, Diamond Talk Live after the game tonight. Hopefully the brothers can get back in the W column. But we've seen over this last 2 weeks that this team is done. No team has gone from grace to last place in such a short amount of time. The Ricketts are happy. Cubs Nation isn't happy, but this is probably the best possible scenario for the Cubs moving forward. So we out of here, man. Y'all know how we do, man. Spread love, show love, stay away from the haters.
Period.
Circulate the dollar with your people.
Period.
But most importantly, always continue to keep it player, man. There's a lot of unplayer individuals running around, ramping out here, and y'all making the brothers look extremely bad. But you leave it up to players like me, T, DJ, Mays, the brothers from I Said What I Said, all the good brothers, man. We gonna hold it down, man.
Yes.
So in the words of the late, great poet laureate, known to most of y'all as Pimp C, but I'm gonna call him by his government name, Chad Butler.
AKA the Pimp.
Hey, man, in my little Boosie voice. Come on, man. Uh-oh. Hold on. Was that me again? Again. In my little Boosie voice. Come on, man.
It's us.
We out.
What you wanna do tomorrow starts from the day. Before you get paid, how much you gotta pay? Long with dudes, get it right, don't be confused. Keep cool. Cool is something you need to keep. Keep the heat as well, but don't be hot in the streets. Streets is watching, police popping everybody off, cause the rats speaking and talking. Too often it happens like black on black crime. Another brother killed with time like flat blast. Too many women giving brain, now they lack mass. Too many artists in the game with rap. So means no tracks, nigga, no raps. Ayy, play this, get some all that. Yeah, play this, get some all that. Go, play this, get some all that. It's just hip hop, black facts. Play this, get some all that. Yeah, play this, get some all that. Okay, play this. Check it, look, the guy conscious, open the ass in the morning. Open mouths get fed, so money no yawning. On the Blackberry storming, cautious as a warning. Bullets leave you wet when it's raining, it's pouring.